Today is Friday, September 14th, 2012. New day. Good morning. Today I'm reading Psalm 10. O Lord, why do you stand so far away? Why do you hide when I need you the most? Proud and wicked people viciously oppress the poor. Let them be caught in the evil they plan for others. For they brag about their evil desires. They praise the greedy and curse the Lord. These wicked people are too proud to seek God. They seem to think that God is dead. Yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them. They pour scorn on all their enemies. They say to themselves, nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free of trouble forever. Their mouths are full of cursing, lies, and threats. Trouble and evil are on the tips of their tongues. They lurk in dark alleys, murdering the innocent who pass by. They are always searching for some helpless victim. Like lions, they crouch silently, waiting to pounce on the helpless. Like hunters, they capture their victims and drag them away in nets. The helpless are overwhelmed and collapse. They fall beneath the strength of the wicked. The wicked say to themselves, God isn't watching, he will never notice. Arise, O Lord, punish the wicked, O God. Do not forget the helpless. Why do the wicked get away with cursing God? How can they think, God will never call us to account? But you do see the trouble and grief they cause. You take note of it and punish them. The helpless put their trust in you. You are the defender of orphans. Break the arms of these wicked, evil people. Go after them until the last one is destroyed. The Lord is king forever and ever. Let those who worship other gods be swept from the land. Lord, you know the hopes of the helpless. Surely you will listen to their cries and comfort them. You will bring justice to the orphans and the oppressed, so people can no longer terrify them. So there's so much talk of the wicked and the evil, and I'm always ready to look at what part of me is the wicked and the evil, but I think I need to be careful with that because I'm not wicked and evil. I'm a conduit. I can choose to be connected to heaven or connected to hell. And so I think it's appropriate for me to think of the wicked as influence from hell, as messages from evil spirits, and not to think of it as stuff that's actually me, but temptations I'll feel, and messages I'll hear that are actually just from hell. Messages of, you're not good enough, you can't do this, your ideas are dumb. And I know how susceptible I am to those messages. It can just rip me up when those messages seem real. So those moments, I really want the Lord to be like appearing in front of me going, dear, don't listen to those voices. Those are the voices from hell. They're not from reality. And of course, maybe it's not, and of course for some people. For me, I've never had an experience of a vision or even a super duper vivid dream of the Lord speaking directly to me. That isn't something I experience. So despite the fact that I want that experience, I don't get the Lord standing there going, here's what's real, here's what's false. So that first line, the "Oh Lord, why do you stand so far away? Why do you hide when I need you the most?" I really relate to that. It makes me think of the poem, The Footprints in the Sand, about the person sees their life and the difficult times, and they're seeing footprints in the sand, two pairs walking side by side, theirs and the Lord's, and every once in a while there's only one pair of footprints, and they're the hardest points in that person's life, and they say, Lord, why weren't you with me? And the Lord says, I was carrying you. I know that the idea that the Lord is far away from me when I'm in those struggling places is an illusion. But it feels very real. and it feels very difficult to separate reality from messages from hell. I appreciate how near the end, I guess starting at verse 12, so I guess almost the second half, it's then calling on the Lord. Arise, O Lord, punish the wicked, O God. Do not forget the helpless. Again, with that sort of commanding tone. And I think it's indicative of the fact that I have to make a decision that I will have trust and faith that the Lord is there and is encouraging me and is holding me up in those tough times. And then invoke His will. And that's the tricky part, because it usually doesn't feel like I'm invoking His will. It feels like I am, by force of will, pulling myself up by the bootstraps and going, don't listen to those messages, they're lies. But I think I'm inaccurate with that. I think that really is, I wouldn't be able to even get to the point of, wait a minute, reality check, Tara, if it weren't for the Lord's influence in my heart and mind. So that is the Lord answering my prayers of rescue, for me to then have the ability to go, that's a lie. If I were talking to somebody else and they were telling me exactly what I'm telling me, I would tell them it's a lie. So I can believe it's a lie. Just the other day when I was feeling really inadequate and like just a failure, I was walking around the house going, you're doing a good job, Tira. You're doing a good job. Just breathe and do the next thing. And it really is exactly what I would have said to someone if they had said to me, I'm feeling so inadequate and stressed out and overwhelmed. What do I do? Just breathe and do the next thing. And sometimes I get to be my own messenger of the Lord. And it's harder to believe that that's what's going on because it's me. It feels like it's me. But I think it's still true. The helpless put their trust in you. You are the defender of orphans. So I know I'm helpless in those times that I feel so down. And the Lord is still my defender. Even if there is nothing I can do, no one I can call, and I'm in circumstances where I can't do any of those things, which I also know is false, because it kind of doesn't matter what time of day it is or what the situation is. There is someone that I can call and say, help, I'm suffering and struggling and I need a reality check. So I'm going to try and discipline myself to call people more often if I need a reality check, and not only rely on myself marching around the house going, just breathe and do the next thing, you're doing a good job. Because I know there are people that care about me and would love to be the person on the other end of the phone going, you're doing a great job. But they don't know I'm struggling right in that moment. I need to call them. Self-isolation is one of the other tricks from hell that keeps me in the mud, keeps me down, keeps me suffering and feeling like a failure. So today and going forward, I'm going to try to work hard to not isolate myself, to just call somebody and remember that that is the appropriate thing to do, and not believe the hells when they tell me I would be bothering somebody or I'd be annoying to someone. Lord, you know the hopes of the helpless. Surely you will listen to their cries and comfort them. You will bring justice to the orphans and the oppressed, so people can no longer terrify them. Thanks for joining me. This has been a really nice one. I've enjoyed this. What's your take on Psalm 10? What does it say to you? I really would love to hear. So post a video response or email me at newdaygoodmorning@gmail.com, or leave a comment in the comments. If you haven't yet, click on the yellow button somewhere on the page. You can subscribe, and then this will pop up for you every morning. Thanks for joining me. Have a blessed day.